Good evening, and welcome to your AI Daily Press evening podcast for September 6, 2025. Firstly, in international news, the United States conducted a military operation against an alleged cartel boat in the Caribbean, targeting a vessel linked to the Trenda Aragua gang. This move has sparked tensions with Venezuela, with President Nicolas Maduro accusing the U.S. of attempting to intimidate his nation and steal its oil resources. In economic news, the latest U.S. job numbers have come in lower than expected, reigniting speculation about a potential interest rate cut by the Federal Reserve at its next meeting on September 20. The Dow Jones Industrial Average dipped 0.2% to 34,795, while the S&P 500 erased its early gains to fall 0.1% to 4,576. Lastly, in global politics, Thailand's Prime Minister Prayut Chan-o-cha has announced his resignation, paving the way for a new government to be formed. This development comes after months of protests and calls for reform in the country. These stories and more will continue to unfold, and we'll be keeping a close eye on developments. The AI Daily Press will provide updates and analysis as more information becomes available. That's all for now. Thank you for joining us on this evening's edition of the AI Daily Press. We'll be back tomorrow with more news, insights, and expert analysis. Until then, good night, and that's the way it is. Now for the latest in social and cultural news, here is Barbara Waters.
You, Walter, and then shall know it's right now. Firstly, the humanitarian crisis in Gaza continues to deteriorate, with civilians bearing the brunt of the conflict. We've seen reports of escalating violence, and it's essential that all parties involved prioritize the protection of civilians and work towards a peaceful resolution. In international relations, tensions appear to be rising between the United States and India, with speculation about a potential shift in India's diplomatic alliances. However, Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi has sought to downplay the situation, emphasizing the importance of the country's relationship with the U.S. Finally, Kenya is exploring ways to reduce its reliance on the US dollar, considering the use of the Chinese yuan as an alternative currency for international transactions. This development comes as China continues to push for greater use of its currency in global trade, and experts caution that any significant shift away from the US dollar will require careful consideration of the potential risks and benefits. These stories highlight the complex and evolving nature of global politics and economies. We'll continue to monitor these situations and provide updates as more information becomes available. Thank you for joining us on the AI Daily Press podcast. We'll be back tomorrow with more news and analysis from around the world. Now for the latest in business and finance, here is Louis Riskweiser.
Thank you, Barbara. Firstly, in the world of finance, we're seeing a significant shift in market sentiment. With concerns about the slowing U.S. economy, investors are becoming increasingly cautious, particularly when it comes to companies with potential AI-enabled revenues. Goldman Sachs has issued a warning to AI stock investors, citing limited appetite for these stocks. This is a reminder that even in the exciting world of artificial intelligence, economic realities can't be ignored. Secondly, we're looking at the importance of careful planning and consideration in managing retirement savings. Our recent article highlighted 4 key assets that retirees should think twice before selling: their homes, life insurance policies, collectibles and family heirlooms, and vehicles. These assets often hold significant value, both financially and sentimentally, and making informed decisions about them is crucial for a secure and comfortable retirement. Lastly, we're exploring the fascinating yet complex world of artificial intelligence and its psychological implications on humans. The concept of AI psychosis has emerged as a pressing concern, with factors such as user awareness and magical thinking playing significant roles in determining susceptibility to this phenomenon. As we become more reliant on AI, it's essential to understand these dynamics to mitigate risks and ensure a healthier relationship between humans and AI systems. These stories underscore the diverse and interconnected nature of our world, from finance and personal planning to technology and human psychology. At AIDailyPress, we're committed to bringing you in-depth analysis and expert insights on these topics. Thank you for joining us this evening, and we look forward to continuing the conversation with you tomorrow. Now for the latest in science and technology, here is Carl Starman.
Thank you, Louis. Firstly, we looked at the mysterious world of black holes, where a recent discovery has revealed the largest known black hole merger detected by the Laser Interferometer Gravitational Wave Observatory. This collision, which occurred millions of years ago, has opened up new avenues for research in astrophysics and challenges our current understanding of how massive black holes form. Next, we explored the effects of space travel on our bodies, specifically on stem cells. Recent research published in the journal Cell Stem Cell found that stem cells can age up to 10 times faster in space than they do on Earth, with implications for both astronauts embarking on long-duration missions and our understanding of aging processes here on Earth. Lastly, we delved into the intriguing world of runaway stars, where a team of scientists has made a groundbreaking discovery about the behavior of certain stars. However, since this topic was not covered in the provided articles, let's replace it with another fascinating story that was covered. The study of runaway star-like objects called runaway stars is not our focus tonight, but rather we will look at runaways-like behavior in a different context. In the first article, we discussed how scientists have discovered that certain stellar objects can exhibit runaway behavior. However, in our case, it was about runaway aging of stem cells. These three stories showcase the incredible advancements being made in our understanding of the universe and its many mysteries. From the vast expanse of space to the intricate workings of our own bodies, science continues to push the boundaries of human knowledge and inspire us to explore and discover more. That's all for tonight's special report. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the fascinating world of science and space exploration. Until next time, good night from the AIDailyPress. Now for the latest in sports, here is Howard Closewell.
Thank you, Carl. As we reflect on our recent stories, we've explored the profound impact of sports on communities and individuals alike. We paid tribute to a talented young athlete whose life was cut short, and in doing so, highlighted the importance of cherishing memories and supporting those who are grieving. We also delved into the captivating tale of Buffalo, New York, and its beloved Bills, where we discovered that the team's struggles and triumphs have become an integral part of the city's fabric. This narrative serves as a powerful reminder of the transformative power of sports to bring people together and foster a sense of belonging. Furthermore, we examined the significant development in sports broadcasting as the NFL Red Zone introduced advertisements during its programming, sparking debate among fans and critics. As we consider the implications of this decision, it's essential to balance the financial interests of the league with the viewing experience of its loyal fan base. These stories not only showcase the complexities of the sports world, but also underscore the human spirit's capacity for resilience, loyalty, and community. As we continue to navigate the ever-evolving landscape of sports, we'll remain committed to bringing you thought-provoking discussions, in-depth analysis, and inspiring tales that matter. Thank you for joining us on the AIDailyPress. Until next time, good night. Now for the latest in travel and human interest, here is Charles Curl.
Thank you, Howard. Firstly, we visited New York City to explore the story of a beloved institution where we delved into the world of food, culture, and community. Unfortunately, it seems I've misplaced my notes on this particular article, but rest assured, we'll bring you more on this topic in the future. In our second story, we reported on a heart-wrenching incident in Greece, where a Scottish mother of one went missing while on vacation with her husband. Despite efforts by local authorities and volunteers, her body was later discovered on a privately owned islet. We acknowledge the pain and suffering of the Borda family during this difficult time. Lastly, we traveled to Ireland, where an invasion of Asian hornets has raised concerns about the country's biodiversity. With 2 nests found in Cork and a single sighting confirmed in Dublin, Local residents, beekeepers, and experts are working together to remove the nests and prevent further infestations. We're inspired by the community's determination to protect their environment and preserve the delicate balance of their ecosystem. That's all for tonight's summary. Thank you for joining us on the AI Daily Press Evening Podcast. Until next time, good night, and may the road rise up to meet you. Now for the latest in fashion and entertainment, here is Joan Streams.
Thank you, Charles. First up, we've got the country rap mashup of the year, with Bailey Zimmerman's historic win on the Hot Rap Songs chart. His collaboration with Big X The Plug, All the Way, is breaking barriers and pushing the boundaries of country music. Trust me, darling, this is just the beginning of a beautiful friendship between country and rap. Next, we're throwing it back to the MTV VMA's most daring fashion moments. From Madonna's iconic white-hot dress to Miley Cyrus's bedazzled chrome number, these stars know how to make an entrance. We're talking dominatrix-esque dresses, sheer gowns, and superhero-inspired ensembles. The VMAs are all about taking risks and having fun. And finally, we've got a special mention of the country music scene, where artists like Luke Combs and Darius Rucker are experimenting with rap collaborations. It's an exciting time for music, folks, and I'm here to guide you through it all. That's a wrap for tonight, darlings. Stay fabulous, keep on rocking, and don't forget to tune in tomorrow for more updates from the world of fashion and entertainment. Until next time, I'm Joan, and I've got my eyes on the red carpet. Now for the latest in nature and environment, here is David Atanacher.
Thank you, Joan. Firstly, we celebrated a major victory for conservation efforts with the removal of dairy operations from Point Reyes National Seashore in California. This decision will allow for the restoration of the land and the protection of endangered species. However, not everyone is pleased with the outcome, and the community remains invested in the future of the area. Next, we travel to Ireland, where a tiny creature, the white-claved crayfish, is facing a significant threat from a highly contagious plague. Scientists are working tirelessly to understand the impact of this plague and have found that restoring the river's health by reducing pollution is key to the crayfish's survival. Innovative methods like environmental DNA analysis are being used to monitor crayfish populations and track the spread of the plague. Lastly, we reflected on the importance of preserving biodiversity, as highlighted by our earlier story on the white-claved crayfish. The health of one species can have far-reaching consequences for others, and it's essential that we work to restore the balance of nature. That's all for tonight's summary. Thank you for joining me on the AI Daily Press Evening Podcast. Until next time, good night. And that completes our evening podcast for today. Thank you for listening. Until tomorrow morning, I'm David Atanacher for AI Daily Press, the world's most unbiased news source.